know, guys, we have anyone here yet. Welcome. We're going to be covering the Chilean protests for a while now. It's going to feel a little bit different because I don't think you will be seeing like footage similar to the one in Hong Kong. What I mean by this is the reporters moving through the crowds. Yeah, if you have any more videos that are showing this, please send it to me and I will add them to the live stream. And also I want to copy the URL. I'm going to add them here. Browser. So this is the URL, and then we need to copy the embed code so we can copy paste it here. Okay, and we should have this. Alright guys, one thing in Chile, this news always put up commercials. I don't want them to hear the music. Wait, use control audio. Okay, so I can control the audio from there. So you will always see commercials in these Chilean news websites. I have to do the same again. Give me a second. And I think, yeah, now I can control the audio individually, and I can get rid of this. And we can have this here. Wait, what is that? Changes. So this person there is saying this is the dictatorship of Pinochet that got this Piñera guy elected. Wait, is this live? Alright guys, I think I'm going to just do it the regular way, cause wait. Is this another live stream? Please give me one more second, guys. Alright, not this one. If anyone has any other live stream about Chile right now, please feel free to share it with me. Give me a second, guys. Something's wrong here. Alright. Wait, can you see it? So now the fireman was going through, and we heard people starting saying like, "Move aside, guys! Move aside, guys!" Like telling people to let the fire truck go through. And that flag there, guys, is from those how you call this in English? Aboriginal cultures. There's so many flags. Basically, people are saying that whole of Chile is united against the oppression of the government. So let me give you some background, guys. They said, "Suck it, Carol Dance." Carol Dance is someone who made. I'm not sure the story exactly. Let me try to wait. Carol Dance, but he's like a famous person. Let me read quickly. So I think it's just like a famous person who like said something, and now all people are, every time they go near the media, the reporters, they tell her, "Suck it, Carol Dance." Indigenous. All right, thank you. The red wedding. All right, guys. So thank you all for joining. I will try to translate what people are saying and giving some background information. So, well, right now we get a static shot from the reporter from Rupley. I'm trying to see if I can get any other live stream source. Again, they say "Chúpalo, Carol Dance." Uh, Again, "Suck it, Carol Dance." Long life to the Chilean people, brother. Wait, I feel quite weird. I think it's better if I play it from here. Give me a second, guys. Gonna stop this and turn this back on. Not this one, this one. And yeah, I'm waiting for more links on Discord. If anyone has a link for me to with a live stream, I would appreciate it. Alright, there's another one. Thank you, Luis. Wait, but this, no, this is from earlier. I think it's already over. Let's see, let's take a look. Yeah, it was already over. I'm gonna find some myself. this still live. And this one, oh, that's mine. Hi. Alright, so no, this is news from Brazil right now. I don't speak Portuguese. No, this is well. How about this one? Right, this one seems to be live right now.
Aproximadamente unas 3.000 personas acá en este sector y ya dando paso a una movilización que está diversificado, se han movido a distintos puntos de la ciudad, hay algunos perímetros también resguardados por carabineros, específicamente el puente que conecta directamente esta plaza con el sector de Libertad en dirección más hacia la costa, pero lo que se ve, lo que se vive es alegría, mucha diversión por parte de los manifestantes que han estado aprovechando de...
The reporter is saying that we see a lot of actually energy and the people here, the demonstrators, are very cheerful. It's what we're seeing here in Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar is another city in Chile, another big, one of the biggest cities in Chile actually. You're saying that you can see that the very same drivers are the ones who are taking part into the demonstration. They're we're seeing here in Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar is another city in Chile, another big, one of the biggest cities in Chile actually. You're saying that you can see that the very same drivers are the ones who are taking part into the demonstration. They're joining. Alright, so this is the idea now, guys. They made this idea of demonstration that is called, if you dance, you can go through. So basically people on the roads, instead of just making a roadblock, they tell the drivers, if you can dance, you pass. If you can dance, you pass. So the drivers have to stand up and dance like you see now. And if they dance, then the demonstrators allow them. Now the driver came down to dance with the people. You can see him there. That's the driver. He came down to dance. So if you dance, you can pass. That's the new way that people here in Chile are demonstrating. So instead of just making a roadblock like usually, they are actually now telling the reporters, I mean the drivers, alright, you can dance. If you dance with us, you can pass. I think it's nice. Vamos a estar, por supuesto, actualizando las informaciones respecto de las manifestaciones que se están llevando a cabo acá. So that's in Viña del Mar, but we actually have seen that in Santiago, I think, as well.
Con lo que sucede ahí en la ciudad Jardín, muchísimas gracias nuevamente. Cualquier novedad, por supuesto, retomamos el contacto contigo más adelante. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Volvemos a Santiago, Plaza Italia, ahí enfrente.
So now again, one more time, Plaza Italia in Santiago.
A esta hora, de a poco, alrededor de las 4 de la tarde, comenzaba a llegar personas de manera tímida con respecto a otros días de manifestación. Recordemos, llevamos 21 días en esta tónica, así que evidentemente la percepción de lo que se vive en Plaza Italia.
So this is a little bit what we can see in Plaza Italia, people waving different flags.
La aglomeración que se va juntando un día viernes donde ha llegado más gente
yes, Momo.
Que el día de ayer y también el día miércoles.
Guys, please tell your friends, tell everyone that there is this guy who is doing live streams in English, explanations, narrations. If you can do that, it will mean a lot. You can share this live stream with this link here. Yeah, and thank you.
De nuestra ciudad de Santiago y también vemos imagen dividida de otros puntos aquí arriba de su pantalla, otro sector de lo que es Plaza Baquedano, si no me equivoco, y abajo.
So now the reporter is mentioning different places, Plaza Baquedano, Salvador, and different places in Santiago.
La imagen muestra la calzada de la Alameda, donde las personas han ido manifestando, se han ido caminando.
He's also showing the streets in Alameda where people are demonstrating, peacefully demonstrating.
Hemos visto muchos durante los últimos días allí.
Wait, over here in Rupley, people are starting to run. There's a barricade here, there's a roadblock, and people now are starting to run. We hear shots in the background. They're actually, yeah, pointing their guns. They're pointing their guns at people. They're calling you fucking assassins, criminals, murderers. They're also calling them murderers, bloody murderers. They're calling the police. In Chile, also, a lot of people has been killed by the police. And similarly, in a similar fashion, how the Hong Kong police get rid of the body by throwing them in the sea. In Chile, apparently, the police puts the dead bodies in supermarkets, and then they set the supermarkets on fire. And then to get rid of the evidence of the bodies of the people they killed, then they blame the fire on demonstrators, and saying that demonstrators caused a fire with deadly victims.
Yo no voy a entrar en los detalles del marco de entendimiento, el documento será público y simplemente quisiera partir por expresar dos ideas
He's saying he's not... Wait.
es agradecer
First of all, he wants to thank the members of the Commission of the senators, the opposition, the President Ricardo Lagos Weber. He's basically thanking people. They're talking about the project of how can I translate this?
Es fundamental que mediante el diálogo, con altura de miras, con reflexión, hayamos podido llegar a un momento como este. Pasamos alto y bajo, pero aquí estamos y creo que es un momento importante. Agradecer también a los senadores Coloma y al senador García, que han sido un apoyo fundamental para mí en este proceso. Han sido días duros de
So I think
trabajo.
it's tributary modernization project. Yeah, I'm gonna keep listening to it. But right now we see yeah, that's why sometimes I say the fires in Hong Kong roadblocks are small fires, and some people, some 50 cents are saying those are small fires. What? But actually, I think a big fire is when it's like 1 or 2 times higher than a person. $1723, thank you so much, so much for your contribution one more time. So DSV Duong is saying same story, different country. Most likely, yes. Yes. Still the same government, oppressive government using the police to kill people, to oppress people, and a people who is tired, sick and tired of being oppressed and having a life with no dignity. So guys, if anyone else has any other live stream that I should be showing, please let me know. And I think I really need to drink some Coke right now for the caffeine.
Gobierno de este acuerdo por la reforma tributaria va a tomar la palabra el senador Ricardo Lagos Weber, integrante de la Comisión de Hacienda, presidente de esta instancia en el Senado.
Buenas tardes. Lo que tenemos acá
Good
es,
afternoon. What we have
para
here,
ponerle en contexto y no confundir a nadie,
to put this in
es
context,
un marco de entendimiento
this is a understanding
para
frame
aprobar el proyecto de reforma tributaria
to
del gobierno del
pass
presidente Piñera.
the
Un proyecto de reforma tributaria
uh,
desde la oposición
tributary
nos significó durante mucho tiempo
reform
muchos
project.
reparos. Y lo que ha ocurrido y que ha facilitado este marco de entendimiento es que ese proyecto original ha sido modificado sustantivamente, no solamente en términos de lo que recauda el proyecto, que recauda 4 veces más, 2.000 millones de dólares, sino que muy importante,
So he's basically talking about how actually the project has changed. Is asking for like 4 times more money.
impuestos a un sector de chilenos que les va muy bien,
Also trying
y
to
eso se revirtió
remove
en este marco de entendimiento.
remove taxes from a sector of Chilean who are already very well financially.
Patrimonio inmobiliario,
Thank you, Larry.
evalúos fiscales
I'll
sobre
check it out right now. I can't
400
find your
millones de
DM.
pesos. En castellano eso significa
Wait.
que acá hay un giro respecto de un proyecto que lo que persigue es recaudar y de manera más progresiva y justa.
Sorry, Larry. I can't find your.
Entendimiento,
I can't see your direct message.
la actitud y la disposición del ministro Ignacio Briones en esto. Porque este proyecto es distinto, porque se hace cargo.
All right, guys. Sorry. I would love to tell you, but it's making me a bit headache hearing him talk. Nothing against him personally. It's just like the words I have been translating for quite a while, and yeah, I'm not familiar with the terms. Even if it's my mother tongue, it's like the technical words, guys. Trying to translate them. Oh no, someone. Oh, I saw someone falling down. But you can hear the shots. You can hear the shots in the background. They continue to say, you murderers, motherfuckers. They're telling them. Damn cops. People are saying, you damn cops.
Bien, en materia de manifestaciones, ¿no?
Right, I need a second, guys.
Principalmente llevarse una gran cantidad de accesos, de accesorios, principalmente electrodomésticos relacionados con teléfonos, también perfumes, algunos televisores. Luego se inició ya. Fueron captados por las cámaras del mismo local, también por las cámaras municipales y algunas ya de algunos locales, en definitiva, del sector ya más bien privado. También fue importante la denuncia de vecinos quienes observaron esta situación.
So now here this media is basically just focusing, using valuable minutes of time that they're supposed to be broadcasting live. They're just talking about how people have been looting. They're talking about how people have been looting, but they are not talking about how the government and the president have been looting, stealing millions of dollars, the police stealing millions of dollars that belong to the people of Chile. They're stealing it with no accountability. They steal money, no sanctions for them. And the press here just trying to make a show out of it, just focusing on that. But they never mention how the politicians have stolen money. They have been proved of stealing millions of dollars, and then their you know what is their punishment? They have to attend to ethic class. Their punishment, while some people from poor social classes, maybe stealing something from a supermarket, they have to go to jail for years. Those super rich millionaire and also politicians, they steal millions of dollars, and then they just ethic lessons. They have to attend to ethic lessons. I'm not going to keep playing that. That music is quite annoying, to be honest. We see the police here, the riot police. Thank you, Larry. I got it. We hear more shots. Again, the police has been brutal against the people of Chile. The police, not only the police, but the military that was deployed by President Piñera. Piñera said, and the first day he said, we're dealing with criminals. Then they said, these people have no souls and things like that. Then the Piñera said to the people, we're at war. We're at war with a very evil and powerful enemy. And he was calling the people of Chile, the people who were demonstrating, he called them a powerful enemy and that they were at war. He said that when he deployed the military onto the streets, the military were firing at innocent people who were just on the streets, being fired by real ammunition. The other day, students, there was a school in Chile, a female only school, like primary school, secondary school. The police went inside and started to shoot at the students. The police literally went inside to fire pellets at these students. These little girls, 12-year-old and 14-year-old, I think. Alright, so let me show you this quick video. This is in a hospital that had a visit by the Minister of Health. Give me a second. What is she saying?
Algunos puntos específicos ustedes lo pueden apreciar desde ya. Entonces tenemos disposición de cámara en Plaza Italia, en Alameda, en Providencia y también en nuestro móvil que nos da una perspectiva.
They're saying that we have reporters in different locations and thousands of people. It's not thousands of people, it's tens of thousands of people. She's saying also that the demonstration started very early. They speak so much. What I was trying to show you is here, this video. So here what we see is the Minister of Health. The Minister of Health, the medical team of this hospital actually boycott the minister Mañalich when he was visiting the hospital, basically because he has he's been corrupt. He was expelled from the school of the medical school for faults to the ethics of the medical profession, and he also denied access to treatment to like thousands of people by being corrupt. So you can see how the nurses, the staff of the hospital, the doctors are all against him. They're saying he should leave, he should leave. So yeah, that's one thing that, like, even when you see all the nurses, all the doctors, all the medical teams against the Minister of Health, you know it's saying a lot about what is going on.
Ya este grupo se salió al menos en la columna que está comprendiendo el sector de la Alameda hacia el oriente, ya derechamente por el Cerro Santa Lucía. Así que tenemos ese punto, este grupo que ya van avanzando hacia el poniente, pero la mayoría de la gente, la mayoría de los manifestantes van llegando hacia la Plaza Italia, un grupo importante, lo comentaba Ana María hace unos segundos, mucha gente se ha congregado no solamente en el sector de la plaza en sí, este kilómetro cero.
GL, have a good night. Thank you so much for staying for so long. Stay safe. Larry, if you have a better view, please send it to me. Just send it to me. Thank you so much, Larry. Watching in UK, Chile, CNN Chile has live feed on YouTube too. Let me find that as well. Thank you.
Desde el norte que no tienen este transporte hacia el sector de la Plaza Baquedano, directamente se bajan ahí, ya tienen que caminar hacia la Plaza Italia. Así que son muchos grupos, lo principal y lo que se vive acá, ya directamente todas las marchas que se han ido realizando, son grupos que llegan al sector del Cerro Santa Lucía, se congregan, algunos descansan, aprovechan de comer, tomar alguna bebida y finalmente siguen esta caminata hacia el oriente, hacia este sector, con música siempre alegres, muy tranquilos, algunos con globos, pancartas, algo que se ha hecho habitual, mucha creatividad para este tipo de manifestaciones. Incluso vemos algunas personas con disfraces en el sector de Plaza Italia, lo que ha llamado obviamente la atención.
Vemos que varios grupos vienen, por ejemplo, con una especie de bandas, vienen con tambores.
The reporter here is explaining, bottom left guys, is saying that a lot of people are coming with artistic expressions. There we see bands, we see dancers, we see a lot of music and musicians. He's saying that here in Alameda, people are just walking very peacefully, very peacefully. But wait, we see, I think we see. Wait, let me mute her. I think we actually see from up there. I don't know where this is, where the police is going to come through. But yeah, basically this report is just saying that it looks beautiful. People are so happy, cheering. Wow, that is a huge flag down over here. Yeah, the damn Huawei ad is still on top of that building. I hate it. I wish someone would just graffiti all over it. Dag Hoyland said in Chile, demonstrators set fire on 2 female police. The demonstrators are young. I think that there is good reasons behind the manifestations, the demonstrations. Said Abigail Aburto Cardenas to the medias. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, indeed, there was 2 female police who actually got hit by a Molotov, but they got really minor injuries. They immediately received high-end medical attention. They're fine. And we also saw pictures of her before getting hit by the Molotov. The 2 policewomen were firing tear gas with a smile on their face. I'm not saying that they deserve that. I'm just saying that usually what goes around comes around. And yeah, guys, I'm going to be supplementing these live streams with some videos that contain graphic content from Chile. So how the police has been cracking down on people. So here is the video showing the police inside the train stations. Just look at all those police, please. That's inside one train station. Max Nix, thank you for sharing that. So Piñera, basically the president, is just always saying so many lies to buy time, to try to look good to the world, and he's actually just, he doesn't care, he's oppressing people. And another video I want to show as well. Let me close some windows. So another video I wanted to show about, like, showcasing what is going on in Chile, which again is very similar to what is happening in Hong Kong. I'm sure I have a video. I'm trying to find it. Alright, here's the picture that I was talking about. And it's not loading. I don't know why. Alright guys, warning, graphic content. So basically people were just here, just standing here, and we saw a man got shot by the police. He just got shot. He's yelling in a lot of pain. Quickly another man came to remove his belt, and we can see the excruciating pain. He shot me on the leg, damn it. Quickly putting pressure on top of the injured. So it's great that this man was here to help, And they're also saying, go inside, go inside, go inside, because they're going to continue to shoot very soon. The people are saying, yeah, take him inside, take him inside. This is a restaurant. See, the people are just here. The police are just here, and then they suddenly shot. Here, another thing I would like to show you. So 24 hours. Basically, this is like our TVB, guys. Our TVB, but in Chile. Here, encapuchados. Alright, it's saying like people covering their faces, demonstrators who covered their faces, assaulted a bus of the Transantiago. They take passengers down and their driver so that they could take the vehicle to the center of the protest. But then someone said, look at the driver. So then they took a picture of the driver who was actually police. And then 24 hours removed this tweet, removed this post. You can no longer find this post after people pointed out drivers, how they looked like. Again, guys, warning of graphic content. He hit the person with his car. And that's not the first person, not the second, not the third one that the police is using the cars to hit with. Here, just want to quickly go through it. The Hong Kong High Police rank said, no matter where, no matter when, the police is always going to like serve justice. And then someone posted next to a picture of them collaborating with the triads, with the gangsters, to beat the people of Hong Kong. Oh, guys, I found here the video. This video, warning. Graphic content one more time. Wait, where am I getting the sound from? I'm getting some sound. Wait a second. Getting some noise. Here. Right here. Wait a second, guys. I hear like a intense noise in the background. Not there. You? Oh, this one. I found it. Sorry about that. Alright, so this is the graphic content warning. This is the high school, secondary school, or primary school where the police went inside and shot 2 female students. They shot pellets. They removed the video that actually showed the students with the pellets inside their legs. They actually penetrated the students' legs. And I have another video. I will keep finding it, but now I'm going to leave you with this. We see a lot of smoke here. I don't know where that smoke is coming from. Is that tear gas or is some other kind of smoke?
Lo hemos visto con un poco de asociamiento vehicular, pero lo que sí está claro es que mucha gente sigue llegando, muchos manifestantes se siguen congregando en el sector de la Alameda y ya el grueso, al menos desde la marcha, se encuentra en el sector de la Universidad Católica. Hay muchas personas que se encuentran ya estacionadas con sus banderas, hay otros en el sector del Cerro Santa Lucía sentados también apoyando, así que es como bastante llamativo esto, como algunos van directamente hacia la Plaza Italia, como otros se devuelven o van marchando hacia el sector del Palacio de la Moneda. Carabineros nos vemos en el sector, todo ello transcurriendo en completa normalidad, así que hasta el momento es algo que obviamente nos alegra, mucha gente, mucha alegría en las calles de Santiago, y también como se ve Plaza Italia con mucha gente, con estos extintores, algunos fuegos artificiales, algo que ha ido transcurriendo también con mucha alegría, muy celebrado por las personas que se han acercado a este sector con sus banderas, con sus familias, para finalmente ver esta gran marcha, la tercera marcha, si lo mencionamos, de gran magnitud.
Sí.
Finalmente, como te dije anteriormente, los días viernes es donde más gente se ha congregado, y algo que se está haciendo habitual, al menos acá ya en las calles de Santiago.
Claro que sí. Información relevante, además, que podemos obtener a esta hora respecto del Metro de Santiago, ¿no? Quien anuncia que mañana sábado, 9 de noviembre, el servicio comenzará a las 7 de la mañana y el domingo 10 de noviembre a las 8 de la mañana. Ambos días estará disponible hasta...
So they're talking about details about, I think, when the opening times of something was going to be, like 7 a.m. or something like that. Here, guys, this is the details about the Minister of Health, Jaime Mañalich. He was expelled from the medical college, is how you call it, because of severe faults to ethic. He falsified, basically made fake end to the waiting list. So basically, he made false statements declaring that the waiting list had finished, that left 30,000 patients without medical attention. And he also redirected 20,000 millions of peso. How much is 20,000 million peso? 20,000 0.00000 CLP to USD. Come on, Google, you can get the number. Wait, what? 20,000. Did I type the number right, guys? 20,000. I mean, oh my god. He redirected this amount of money and put it into private clinics, private hospitals, removing resources from public health. And now he's currently our Minister of Health. We want him to leave. More police brutality here. Graphic content. Warning, guys. This might have scenes of images of violence.
Están agarrando gente.
Here we see the police in riot gear coming.
Nosotros no estamos haciendo absolutamente nada. No tienen por qué agarrarnos.
They were doing absolutely nothing. We are doing absolutely nothing. They don't have any reason to arrest us. And we hear the police saying, "Arrest him! Arrest him! Anyone! We just need to arrest anyone! Any of them! Just take any!" That's what the police just said. And then the people start running. He said, "We're doing absolutely nothing. We had to run. They are catching anyone." You could hear in the camera. The police said, "Catch anyone. Doesn't matter who. Just catch anyone."
Pero de todas formas, de una forma muy pacífica, familiar y realmente bastante emocionante de donde estamos nosotros, Soledad.
Claro que sí. Metro de Santiago hace muy pocos minutos ha informado que las estaciones Universidad Católica
So now, all right, right now here the reporter is saying that several train stations, the MTR, not the MTR, but Metro of Santiago, has informed that they have closed University of Catholic University Station and many other stations near this place. They closed down the stations of the train much earlier here. No, this is another thing. But right now they closed down several stations near the demonstration, just like what they do in Hong Kong, to prevent people from going back to their homes after peaceful demonstrations, to keep them on the streets locked up. And we hear more bangs. Michael Flynn, I absolutely agree with you. Michael Flynn saying that this has been going on for years, but just now that new technology is exposing this, exactly thanks to social medias, now that we don't have to depend on state-backed medias, like some of you, like Maxnix, were saying, the state channels report lies, and in Chile almost all channels are state-backed. So that's why I always tell my friends, in Chile it's like we have four different TVBs. We hear people saying, "You freaking murderers, fucking murderers." They're yelling at the police who is over there with the water cannon truck. Maxnix is providing a lot of information in the comments. So for example, if you're not privately insured, you do not see a doctor at all because there is too little money. He's also saying that the pensions that not allow people to pay for electricity and water and rent for 40% of all Chileans. Momo, yeah, I know tonight is been going on for too long. I'm gonna play with you very soon. Momo is complaining. She's not even yelling loudly right now. She's just like meow, meow, meow. Hong Kong Dai, yeah, just like Hong Kong. But sorry, Hong Kong Dai, your comment got removed by our Nightbot. Nightbot is like a robot, and capital like caps will get removed. I want to keep showing you guys some images and videos from my Instagram. So basically now they're yelling, you freaking cop, you're like a tool of the state. The state is basically what we call the government in Hong Kong. And here I want to show another case which is very, very similar to Hong Kong. He's saying, be careful, be careful, be careful, wait. He's saying, over there, they're pointing the guns over there. Alright guys, one more time, another video that resembles Hong Kong so much. It is even scary how it feels like, I'm not sure if I'm looking at a video in Hong Kong or in Chile. Wait, they're using the fire truck there. Here, people. You see peacefully demonstrating. They're holding a flag, clapping, singing. Students sitting on the ground, and this cop just comes in and throws a tear gas grenade. Just like what they did in Hong Kong so many times. That's why we say, Thiên Hạ, Ngũ Ngạc, Nhất Dưỡng Hạt. I hope I did say that idiom correctly. The Chinese saying, Cantonese saying. He's saying, freaking cop, you're supposed to protect us. Do your job well. You're just killing people. You're killing people all over Santiago. You like to kill people. You're killing people who goes to work, people who pays a lot of effort. They're also yelling at the police, murderers and rapers. A lot of people has also accused the police from raping people, especially girls, while detained. Momo.
Hijo de la perra, man.
There is another video I want to show you. I have to show you. And again, the video I'm going to show you is graphic content. All these videos I'm showing you are with the purpose of educating everyone regarding of what is going on in Chile and the reality behind the police. These are news reports, or you can consider it some kind of documentary. And I cannot find the video. Here is a video of a undercover police fighting someone on the street, and then he took out his gun and fired him, shoot at him. There you can see the shot. And then he keep firing at other people. One-handed. always shows the advertising for some reason. And I can't skip it because I'm playing it from Discord itself. So the title there reads Peaceful and Massive Demonstration on the bottom left, guys. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep showing you videos about how brutal and corrupt the Hong Kong police, yes, the Hong Kong police, but also the Chilean police this time. Here we see people inside a train station. And the police started to shoot pellets at people. And this, or I don't know if there's live ammo or pellets, but this girl got shot in the leg. And she started bleeding so much. Just suddenly, people here inside start getting shot by the police.
Hola.
I think one of the videos I saved was deleted again. I always get that video deleted because it shows how the police throws a dead body from their moving vehicle. They just throw it on the street. And then they come over again, pretend to collect it and to try to make it pass as a victim of a car crash or something like that. And people saw them and then they started shooting at people. Here's another video I want to show you. Again, graphic content warning. You see the police rounding up people, beating them up. Kicking them on the face. These are all police. All these are police kicking people on the face, even when they're restrained. Batons, torturing them. They say, all right, I'm going to go away.
Ahí vienen más para abajo, mira.
The man who is recording said more police are coming from down there. Larry Onsin, don't worry. Thank you so much for all your help. Wow, you're almost 15 hours on it. Ah, God, thank you so much for all your hard work, Larry. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you. Actually, I didn't get to say thanks to all the moderators for doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much, moderators. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, you know that one day I have to treat you to that drink. It's on me. Drinks and the potato chips are on me. Jules Blanchett, in Iraq there is over 250 deaths since the protest began. That's terrible, Jules Blanchett. I'm so sorry, and unfortunately I won't be able to cover those events. The only reason why I'm covering the events in Hong Kong and in Chile is because I can understand what is going on. If you know of some streamer who is explaining the situation in Iraq, I would love to know so that we can get more informed. Thank you, Jules Blanchett. Eduardo Espinosa is saying the police are controlled by the thugs. The thugs are the ones in the government. And the owners of big corporations who are corrupt, who oppress the people. Wait guys, I think Momo wants to eat. Overtime. Faustina the Queen, where is your real home, Lucas? Chile or Hong Kong? It's very hard to reply to that question. I think that question would be like asking a kid whose parents are divorced, who's your real parent, your mom or your dad? I can't really reply. I feel like now my current home is Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong. It's my home. And Chile is where I grew up. All my family is. It's also kind of like my home. So your question is good, but it's very hard to answer. So thank you for your question. Alright, so someone is asking what happened to Chile. So basically for 30 years Chile is just being oppressed by, it doesn't matter what wing, with which party the politicians are from, they're only just protecting the powerful and exploiting the majority. They're just always taking care and benefiting the top 1%, and they're ignoring and letting the 40-60% of the population die. So from long ago, people in Chile, a lot of people in Chile are living very well, and a lot of people in Chile, much more people in Chile are living without dignity. Let me show you an image that actually can explain what I'm trying to say. Give me 1 second. It's a map. Please tell me I saved that map. It's basically a map showing different sectors and like the average income in different sectors in Chile. And great, Lucas, I didn't save it. But basically, to put it simple, the rich people in Santiago, the rich people in Chile live like the rich people in Germany, and the poor people in Santiago and in Chile live like the poor people in Mongolia. That's the dimensions of how much the difference is between the rich and the poor. Chile is one of the countries with the highest financial gap. How do you call that? Economic inequality, income inequality, income gap, income inequality. We see a lot of smoke. We see a big fire coming out from here. Let me see if the reporter is talking anything about it. And I lost.
Pequeña fogata durante la dispersión, ¿no?, de carabineros contra los manifestantes y por otro lado el lanzamiento claro de objetos contundentes y avanzan en masa también hacia Vicuña Maquena, justo por donde está Carabineros, que hasta hace unos 5 minutos estaba dispersando a los manifestantes con el carro lanzaguas. Lo que sí veo también es muchísimos extintores, ¿no?, que han también sido protagonistas durante esta jornada porque los activan y entonces, claro, queda la buena masa, ¿no?, el humo, la cortina de humo que producen estos extintores también sobre las manifestaciones.
The funk tapus, yeah, Bachelet. I hear her too.
No la tengo yo cerca, tengo otra que es mucho más pequeña, pero hay que estar monitoreando también porque, como te decía, están alimentando esta fogata con otros objetos.
All right, Max Nix is talking about the privatized water in Chile. In Chile, waters are private. It's the only country in the world that has completely privatized waters.
Es un fuego bastante grande. Esto no es el punto que estábamos mostrando antes y que tenía que ver con
So people basically, if they don't have money, they have no access at all to water. The companies that control the water can do whatever they want. They can increase their prices arbitrarily. They're making huge profits from water.
Que emana precisamente desde ese lugar. Esto es
Hello, Morticia Wolf. Thank you for saying that you're going to post a live stream on Discord. Thank you.
Esta gigantesca columna de humo, quiero decir, con estas llamas además que podemos apreciar claramente allí en nuestra pantalla.
Right now are talking about this huge column of smoke and the fire. Firefighters are going down over there.
Dado la cercanía de las viviendas que se encuentran en ese lugar, de los edificios de departamentos y también del comercio que hay en la zona.
CNN,
una zona especialmente comercial, también industrial.
Do I have the same stream twice?
Muy compleja la situación.
Oh yes, I do. I'm an idiot.
Vemos ahí también el accionar de la vigilancia por parte de las unidades, ¿no?, que están vigilando lo que está pasando en esta manifestación masiva que había llamado nuestra atención por la cantidad de miles de personas que se habían congregado en esta jornada de día viernes allí en el sector de Plaza Baquedano, pero que ahora nos preocupa precisamente por este punto y por este incendio que se está produciendo en ese lugar. Vamos a intentar entregarles a ustedes más información
negativas en
y tal vez comunicarnos con alguien de la autoridad
para hacer un panorama muy auspicioso respecto también a lo que está ocurriendo, porque las personas todavía no pueden retornar todas a sus trabajos, no se puede retomar la actividad productiva como se venía realizando. Muchas cosas van a tener que cambiar, por cierto, y ya se han dado muchísimas señales. Como tú nos decías, este acuerdo entre el gobierno y parlamentarios de oposición en materia tributaria.
The funk tapus, yes, basically yes.
Exactamente.
You know, in Chile in 2018, the first semester of 2018, over 9,000 people died while they were in waiting list to visit the doctor. I know some cases of people who receive phone calls saying, excuse me, here we see images of the demonstrators quickly running to clear the roadblock for the fire trucks to go through. Again, similar to what we see in Hong Kong, demonstrators cheering for firemen, clearing roadblocks so the firemen can go through. Same for the ambulances. Sorry guys, I got distracted. I was talking about something. I was saying that I know cases of people who receive phone calls saying, excuse me, is this Mrs. I don't know, Mrs. Perez. Does Mrs. Perez lives here? Yes, who's calling? I'm calling from the hospital to tell her that she can come to get her therapy right now. Like she can come to her doctor visit for her sickness. And then people reply, my mom died two years ago. Like people getting calls from the hospital 2 years after they passed away, only to get treatment then. Now we see the fire actually taking. Wait, there. This was caught on fire. Near Plaza Italia, there is a building that apparently, the building caught fire, and we see the firemen here. No, not die of thirst, of waiting for medical treatment. Just in the waiting lists. I don't know how many people die from not having access to water in Chile. I mean, even me, that I was in a very lucky situation, that my parents were able to pay for most of the bills. But still we had struggles when I was a kid, and I remember that at the very moment that we were late with paying the water bills, then water will be cut off in my house immediately. Now police are coming from this side. I think we see a lot of people running away. Yes. You see this pink vehicle. This pink vehicle is actually from the police. It's pink because of people throwing balloons with paint to it. Momo, what are you doing, Momo? And you know, of course, in Chile, we also have what we call, like something like what we call in Hong Kong, we call the blue ribbons. In Chile, there's this group of people. They're all very wealthy. These people have a lot of money, and they always saying something like the people in Chile are being actually organized by the communists from Russia, from Venezuela. And they're always saying these conspiracy theories. They're never willing to accept that when 60% of the country live in very bad conditions, at one point they will stand up against the government. They're saying, no, this is all organized and sponsored by the government of Venezuela and Russia. And they also pointing out, like, they're calling these people violent, but always never talking about police brutality. Actually, they're always begging the police to use real bullets. They're always saying they just should shoot every demonstrator. They're not letting me they are not allowing me to go to party anymore and things like that. Really, things like that. I'm getting a little bit hungry. It's time for my dinner, but no time to cook it right now. Just gonna get some cookies. Ann Barnes, you want to see Momo? Momo is acting very weird right now. Sure, I will show it to you guys very soon. Marshall P. Actually, yes, you can say that Hong Kong and Chile are protesting for the same reasons. In essence, they're protesting against the government and the police brutality. That's what they're protesting about. Now, the detailed explanations and detailed circumstances in both places are quite different, but the essence is very much the same. Sideshow Mark, yes, it's very sad news. A Hong Kong protester was killed by the police. The police pushed him from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor of a parking lot. And he was in critical condition in the hospital and passed away yesterday, actually. Oh, you know what they're saying? People are saying that they witnessed the fucking cops firing tear gas onto the building, and the building caught fire because of the tear gas canisters. The building caught fire because of the tear gas canisters. That's what the people was saying there. And I see here in the live chats of these live streams, I'm seeing a lot of what in Hong Kong would be blue ribbons, but what we in Chile what we call facho pobre. We see a lot of facho pobre saying that, you see, this is the damage that these they like to call these vandals and communist vandals, they call us. This is the damage they do to the city. They are burning buildings, but it's actually the police, most likely, that set the fire to this building. I mean, it seems that the fire started at the roof of this building. So again, there is a group of people who do not accept that the people of Chile just got tired of being oppressed by the government and stood up against the government. They always try to find explanations. They're always trying to find explanations like the Venezuelan government or the Russian government pulling strings, sponsoring the demonstrators. I mean, like, we had over 1 million people on the streets of a city with 5.5 million people. Guys, if anyone in the comments can tell me what building this is, I'm embarrassed of myself that I don't know what building this is. Ann Barnes, thank you so much. Jetsam, thank you so much. Thank you for your concern, and indeed, making these live streams. So wait a second. You see, guys, the fire started from above. Only now we're seeing the fire reaching down there. Started from above. I don't know who, Olympic thrower, maybe Olympic player, would be able to throw a Molotov out all the way up there, but you can definitely easily fire a tear gas canister all the way up to the rooftop there, especially since we heard the testimonies of witness saying that the police fired tear gas up there and it started the building. It started the fire in the building. So again, Jetsam, thank you so much for your concern. I agree. For me, making these live streams about Hong Kong and about Chile is very heartbreaking. It pains me so much. But you know what pains me more? Actually not making these live streams make me feel not only sad but guilty. It gives me a feeling of guilt, like being guilty that I am not sharing to the world what is happening. I'm not exposing the lies of the governments and the police. It makes me feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes me feel very, very bad, very depressed. So that's why I feel like I must do these live streams and share the truth with people. Otherwise, I think I would feel even worse. And thanks to all of you guys who are supporting the live streams and what is going on in both places, is that I'm able to continue doing this and that I have hope. Thank you so much. Eduardo Espinosa is saying that it's most likely a rich guy's house, most likely. So the fire got actually quite big. It's close to the title here. The description says few meters from Plaza Italia. Plaza Italia is where like the big demonstration was going on. Well, and of course, what we call blue ribbons in Hong Kong, the blue ribbons in Hong Kong, and in Chile we call facho pobre. They're all complaining. I'm seeing the live chat in these live streams. They're all complaining about, no, the house. You see, it's so terrible what they're doing to this country. But they never complain about the police brutality. And that reminds me of this beautiful art. Please take a look. This here says the wall. No, the wall. This is what what is going through these people's mind. They're just caring about objects being damaged. Like it's fine to be concerned about saying like, oh no, that's a pity. It's a beautiful building. It's sad to see it burn. Fine, perfect. That's not a problem. The problem is what you're acting very dramatically about this, but then when you see news about people being shot on the street, you say some comment like they deserved it. That's what we call facho pobre, and that's the kind of comments they are doing all the time. "44 Vicuña Maquena" is the address of the building. Roel Boss, thank you. And people continue to demonstrate, by the way, here in Plaza Italia. People continue to gather here, keep waving their flags, artistic expressions, and other things like that. Jules Blanchet is saying Popo are the fans who protect the corrupt politicians. I agree. Guys, guess how much do the firemen get paid in Chile? Guess how much they get paid? Of course, people who know the answer don't say it yet. Let some people guess. In Chile, how much does the fireman get paid? Terry C saying Blue Ribbons of Chile. I wonder what kind of background they generally share. Yeah, exactly. They're all very wealthy. They're all very wealthy. Now, that doesn't mean that every wealthy person in Chile is like them. There is a lot of people from also wealthy social classes who support the movement, the social movement. There's a lot of people with resources who actually are able to sympathize with what people in poorer social segments are going through, and they're showing support. They're coming out to demonstrate. Yeah, guys, for those of you who guessed in the how much the firemen earn in Chile, let me wait. Just want to verify. Yeah, suddenly I'm afraid of saying something. From my understanding, in Chile, firemen do not get paid. They're all volunteers. It actually always wondered when I was a kid why I saw firemen on the firefighters on the street asking for donations. And my parents always gave them like their spare money whenever they saw people in fireman suits asking for money to the cars that were passing by. But guys, I don't know if anyone knows how much if the firemen in Chile get paid or not, please let me know. From what I understand, they don't get paid. They're volunteers.
Los candados todavía está lleno la avenida Providencia en ambas calzadas y en ese sector es completa la
They're saying that
normalidad
here
y
both
muy
both
alegre y
sides are
bastante energía
filled.
la marcha.
A lot of
En
people
este
here
momento vamos a
and
trasladarnos
firemen
hasta
coming
otro
here as
punto,
well.
hasta la zona del incendio de esta sede de la Universidad Pedro de Valdivia, de esta casona Schneider, porque las imágenes son lamentables. Ahí está Cristian Noguchi para que nos cuente cuáles son los antecedentes que tiene él y cómo se está tratando de combatir este incendio que se declaró hace aproximadamente unos 50 minutos. Cristian.
Sí, Matilde, sigue sin control este incendio del cual dábamos cuenta oportunamente junto a ti a raíz de un saqueo que se producía por el sector de Vicuña Maquena por parte de encapuchados que estaban realizando distintas barricadas en Vigo en ese sector de Santiago. Tras una arremetida de carabineros, estos sujetos se dispersaron por distintos pasajes, pero esta información la pudimos observar nosotros en terreno. Muchos de esos encapuchados escaparon desde el interior de esta casona, de esta universidad, porque hay un patio precisamente que da hacia el sector del Parque Bustamante. Ellos quedaron justamente en ese lugar y una vez allí adentro comenzaron a sacar lo que estaba por esta parte trasera, podríamos decir, de esa universidad, primero que todo para iniciar una barricada en el sector del Parque Bustamante a un costado del Café Literario. Y posteriormente comenzamos a ver cómo habían el primer...
También nos tiene
So
más
that
información
house is actually,
desde Providencia.
I think it's a university
Soledad,
campus.
Realmente las llamas no cesan. Esto ocurrió ya hace más de 20.
That's what it says down on the bottom left. University campus burning. Yes, Eric. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't realize, but I can see the sun coming out right now. It's like my fifth glass of Coke. As Eric is asking, do you sleep? Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep soon, guys. I need to rest soon. Unfortunately, I haven't developed the skill to get 100% immunity to sleep. Now we see the firemen, which by the way, guys, they're volunteers. They don't get paid to do this. Going up here. Not exactly sure what he's going to do. Maybe they're going to give him a water hose and then he's going to start. I mean, the water hose is already up there, down here, and he can just pick it up from the top of the stair.
Sí, pues tiene una en la punta. Tiene la punta.
Jules Blanchet, so you verified the information? In the firefighters' website said that they are 100% volunteers. Michael Byrne are also saying that todos los bomberos de Chile son voluntarios. Every fireman in Chile are volunteers. Well, the demonstration continues, by the way, over here.
Ha llegado personal de bomberos, ¿no? Debe estar muy compleja ahí la extinción del fuego y debe estar muy complejo también el ambiente allí extremadamente contaminado con esta gran columna de humo.
I don't understand
que vemos
Chilean
aquí
news companies. They
en
say
este
they're
lugar,
doing
y en este punto
live
son
stream coverage,
videos que se han captado allí
but they
desde
have a live
el
stream,
lugar
but they
del
repeat,
trabajo que está
and
realizando
loop
bomberos
older
en ese
footage
punto para
that
extinguir
was
las
like
llamas
already
en
happened
esta
like
casona.
hours ago or
Ya, ahí
minutes
tenemos
ago.
una imagen que nos da cuenta entonces de mejor manera de lo próximo.
So here they
Sí,
have
de
another
nuestro
image
dron,
down
que
on the
de lo
bottom left.
próximo que está efectivamente este edificio que se está incendiando a edificios residenciales. Claro, hacia el lado sur de la sede está efectivamente este edificio que, como ustedes lo pueden ver en pantalla, es un edificio residencial que está extremadamente próximo a ese lugar y que de todas maneras tiene que haber sido evacuado. Nosotros damos por descontado además que la sede por lo menos de la universidad a esta altura ya se encontraba cerrada, ¿no? Y sin personas en su interior, como ha sucedido también en todo este sector de Vicuña Maquena, en otros sectores de Providencia, en distintos comercios.
All right, so the reporter was explaining that there is a residential building right next to the fire. You can see it there. She said that she believes that it was already evacuated, and the university campus had already been closed, so no one was there supposedly. For those of you who don't know what popo means, popo is how we call the police. So if we have some new viewers, maybe some viewers from Chile or other countries who are not familiar with the term popo, yeah, popo means police. That's how we call them here. In Chile we call them pacos, pacos culiados. Jetsam, drinking too much coke, enlarge your belly, bottom, make you want to appear in shoes. Don't worry, it's Coke Zero. Jules Blanchet, pray for firefighters, that's good people that just want to save their lives, but Popo just want to kill them. S.E. Eric, fight for Chile. Zach, my firemen are volunteers. Get approx $100 per year from county taxes from me. Equipment, etc. No pay. The funk tapus. Popo equals police. Momo equals the cat. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people also ask what is Momo, what is Momo. When we start talking about Momo, some people say, what is a Momo, what is a Momo? Yeah, the cat, my boss is called Momo. 33 junk. I call them poo-poo. Oh, we're hearing bangs. We're hearing bangs one more time. And people yelling back at the police. You damn cops, you damn cops. And more bangs. They're saying you're fucking stupid. Like, the firemen are here and they're firing when the firemen are trying to put out the fire. The police is really stupid. The police is really, really stupid. You can't shoot where there are firemen trying to put a fire out. Like, the only good thing you could do is bring the fucking truck and try to help to put the fire out. But you're instead shooting at people. Look at them, how they're shooting. We see firemen running for their lives. Living the dream, yeah, but Chile, for example, in Santiago, the price of the train's ticket is more expensive than the trains in New York. Housings in private school, private health, all are very, very, very expensive. So basically you have a rich society inside Chile, very rich, extremely rich, but you have a big majority who are extremely poor, and that's what's creating the discontent. And I think that's also one of the problems that actually have firemen without actual payment. The Fang Tapus, I don't know if they were directly firing at the firemen, but they were firing near the firemen when the fireman was trying to do their job. I don't know if they fired directly at them or not. There's videos showing the police in Chile shooting at the firemen. There's videos. The firemen coming out, hey, we're firemen, you're shooting at us, and then more bangs were heard. Now we see the firemen trying to calm down the people. This person here is saying, start collecting more stones. And we hear more loud bangs in the back. And Barnes, a lot of hate and angry people. Yes. People are very, very angry at the police because the police has been killing, torturing, and raping people all over Chile. And very similar with Hong Kong, they do that and then they have no accountability. People cheering for the fireman. Everyone here is cheering for the fireman. You can see the firemen also doing hand gestures back at the people. They respect each other. They help each other. They respect each other. Now they're saying that here they come, the police. They said mentolatum. Mentolatum is like a internal joke. Basically, you know these mint rubs that you rub near your nose to clear up your nose. The police. There's a photo of some police like taking cocaine through their nose, like putting white powder in their nose. And when the police was asked about these pictures, they said no, that was like these mint rubs that you put in your nose because of the tear gas. Of course, mint rub only makes tear gas feel much worse if you use that. So it's absolutely crap, it's lies. And people have very good reasons to believe that the police, the Chilean police, are high on cocaine while they're doing everything. The Fang Tapus, thank you so much for your contribution. Your comment is appreciating your channel, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and appreciate people like you who participate in the live chat and have discussions with people, basically making the live chat more interactive. Thank you so much, and thank you for your contribution as well. Elf boy, the global inequality is starting to tip over now. It's been coming for decades. I agree. By the way, guys, there is a video of a YouTuber. A YouTuber did an experiment. He went to a public hospital and a private hospital. He went to complain for being very uncomfortable. And having chest pain. In the public hospital, he had to wait for 1 hour to only get a pulse check, a blood pressure checking. 1 hour, and then he was told to wait for 8 hours to actually see a doctor. And then he would have to wait for several more days to actually see treatment. He went to a private hospital, and since he arrived to the hospital, went through all the checkings, all the treatment and everything, it only took him half an hour. Zach, thank you so much for your contribution. Your comment is Chile, thanks again. You're the ticket. Sorry, I don't think I get what you mean. You're the ticket? Am I the ticket or your ticket? $6 US. Is it like a... Yeah, sorry, maybe I didn't get your comment, but you're the ticket. Chile, thanks again. Thank you so much, Zach. I really, really appreciate it. Please try to explain your comment to me. I think maybe I'm a bit tired or a little bit too dumb to understand it right now. The Funk Tapus. It's nice here. Disagreements can be had without too much bullshit. Yep, I agree. We can have disagreements. We can talk, and we can agree to disagree. In some instances, it's happened before between me and some commenters, and also between some moderators or some other people who are watching the live stream. I think it's important to know how to discuss. The Smelly Hippie, can't believe you're still streaming. Lucas, you're hardcore. Thank you so much. Oh, Zach. All right. Thank you. I didn't know that slang. You're the leader. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Eduardo Espinosa. Yes, Lucas is the train ticket. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you, Zach. Thomas, it's like a British idiom. It's from like ticket to a good show means you're great. Oh, thank you. The Funk Tapus, and we can all like the cat together. Nem is asking, have they used live ammo? Yes, there's many injured and some fatally injured by live ammunition by the police. Sorry, my English is just like collapsing right now. I've been streaming for almost 14 hours, guys. I apologize. Yeah, the police in Chile and the military in Chile have been using live ammo in many occasions. I think I need one more pack of crackers. We hear more bangs. We hear more bangs. Loud bangs. Another. You know, there's some people chatting near the reporter. They're talking about his father losing something like a few days ago. Praslin Mahe is asking, can the public in Chile own guns? You can have some guns, like handguns, but you can only have them at home. And I think you have to have them without their ammo inside. And it's impossible to have, how you call that? Wait, what is it? CWC? No, how do you call it? Like, anyway, you cannot carry your guns around if you have it, and it's actually very hard to get a gun. I never owned or knew anyone who owned a gun, maybe except for one person. I think they own a gun in their house or something like that. Tell me, Shannon, Lucas, is it true that a lot of people on the Easter Island are pricks? I don't know. I've never been to the Easter Islands, to be honest. And I know that some of them don't like Chile. I would understand them. Are they pricks? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. That clip you showed where the cops were beating up some protesters in an alley, that was Chile, right? I think I have shown clips of the police beating people in alleys, both from Hong Kong and Chile. So, yeah, CCW is what I wanted to say. The Fang Tapus. In Chile and in Hong Kong they have beating people up in the alleys. But I think right now, today, I have been in this specific live stream, I've been showing cases in Chile.
Hay un video culiado de un weón que junta 4, lo envuelve y al medio le canta un petardo de esos guatones de los grandes. El culiado prende el petardo, lo tira a la calle.
Oh, right now the man is telling the reporter or someone near the reporter that there is a video that the police tied 4 people together. They tied 4 people together and then they put a firecracker in between them and set it on fire.
El láser justo para acá. Me tiré una cámara con el láser. ¿Ahora? Se quema el sensor. Estaba haciendo videos y no fotos. Y pasó la weá así. Era de una vista, no estaba en una fiesta. Y en el. No se apagan la cámara.
The Fang Tapus, no. They are not showing cases of police brutality in the mainstream media here. In these channels that we see, you know, they're so rigged. I was talking about that. Maybe I later can share some videos where we see that their medias were doing like live stream, and when they encounter some blood and some like hardcore things that represented or showed proof of police brutality, the reporters were like, no, don't show that, and then they cut. So clearly they are not showing the reality of what's going on.
Pequeños focos de incendio, sobre todo en la entrada, porque había personal de carabineros al interior de esta estación que trataba de dispersar a las personas que se encontraban alrededor a la salida, y sobre todo que se protegían con los bordes de esta estación arriba. Los carabineros estaban abajo precisamente, pero ahí en estos momentos ya no hay fuego, mientras atrás hay mucha gente que yo creo que ni siquiera debe saber la magnitud del incendio de la casona Pedro de Valdivia. Solamente deben de haber visto esta nube de humo negro, pero muchos de ellos
The reporter was saying that there was a lot of police inside the station, and he's saying, but still people here, a lot of people just peacefully demonstrating, singing, dancing, waving flags, some firecrackers and fireworks.
Vamos a dejar el contacto contigo porque nos está llamando desde otro punto de la Alameda Felipe Hernández. Felipe.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Matilde, Mónica. Claro, lo que ustedes están viendo en imágenes es ya el momento en que el carro lanza agua se comienza a hacer su acción. Hace tan solo unos segundos había lanzado un chorro fuerte de agua para tratar de dispersar a algunos manifestantes que se encontraban y que se encuentran en este minuto en el sector de la Universidad de Chile, en la Casa Central de la Universidad de Chile. Esto es en la calle Arturo Prat con la Alameda. Minutos antes había hecho su acción para tratar de dispersar a los manifestantes que estaban en el sector del Palacio de la Moneda. Todo esto por...
We can hear some of the background sounds. But they have a lot of chanting. You know, something I hear very little in Hong Kong. I think this is more South American or European thing. People whistling. Like I realized that when I go to the protests in Hong Kong and I whistle very loudly, we're hearing bangs in the background. We're hearing bangs. Maybe they're firecrackers or maybe not. But yeah, what I was saying is that in Chile, in these protests, people whistle a lot. They make a lot of noise, and in Hong Kong, the demonstrations, the protests, I've seen that people don't whistle, don't make so much noise, but rather chant only. and I have whistled during demonstrations, and people seemed very, very surprised when I did that. Adam Codor, temos que fazer o mesmo no Brasil. Sorry, my Portuguese is horrible, so I don't think I pronounced it correctly. Very, very bad Portuguese. Eduardo Andrés said, Piñera ladrón y asesino. So let me translate what Adam Codor is saying. We have to do the same in Brazil. And then Eduardo Andrés said, Piñera ladrón y asesino, which means Piñera thief and murderer. Piñera is the president in Chile. Sorry, Eduardo Andrés, we have a nightbot that removes comments in full capital letters. Maxnix, it's like in Spain. Yeah, I think that's more like a culture of people who go to the stadium a lot, maybe? Adam Codor, thank you very much. We hear police sirens in the background. Let's see if we can get any audio
Y
from
finalmente el foco también de nuestra atención en esta cobertura, el incendio de la Casa Schneider, actualmente la sede de la Universidad Pedro de Valdivia, su sede de rectoría.
Alright, so that house that got fired used to be a house of someone very rich, and it became the one campus of the university for like the administration or something like that. Ann Barnes, bullfighting should be banned. Absolutely, Ann Barnes, I support you 100%. Bullfighting should be banned, and you know, in Chile there is something very similar to bullfighting that we also want to ban. It's called rodeo, and basically they use horses and strings to beat the cows up, to tie them up. They also run the horses to the cow, and they just basically, it's a lot of animal brutality. We want to ban this as well in Chile, but again, the fachos pobres, like what are the blue ribbons in Hong Kong, but these people support the rodeos basically, and they oppose to it. They say that it's a national sport and should be respected. Navegante da Rede is saying goodbye dictator Sebastián Piñera Chet. Piñera Chet, because our previous dictator was Pinochet. Pinochet, who killed people, tortured people, exiled people, raped people, made people disappear, put people in prisons just for having a different political view. Train plague, same for circus with animals. I agree, I'm with you. Eduardo Andrés is saying the rodeo is torture, is culture just for the rich people in Chile. Zach, do they have cockfights in Chile? I don't know. I guess maybe, but I'm not sure actually. Elf boy, are you in Chile? I thought you were in Hong Kong. No, I'm in Hawaii, Elf boy. I'm in Hawaii.
La diferencia radica en que luego de impuestos y transferencias esos países reducen sustancialmente su distribución de...
They're talking about economy. Tommy Shannon, yes. But I think this is the dawn of a new world, to be honest, Tommy Shannon. Sharpik, I need to disagree with you. You say that the cows don't get harmed in rodeo. They do get. Just gonna show you some images. So this is how they treat the animals in rodeo in Chile. Let's skip a few frames. These are 5 years of investigation. They beat the animals, they slap the animals on the face all the time. Basically the cows don't want to stand up because they know that they're going to be beaten up, tortured if they stand up. So they have to beat them up. They beat them up so that they will stand up. Wait, I want to get it in a bigger screen. Let's play this on YouTube. They beat them up because they're not willing to stand up. They pull her skin, they pull her ears, they beat them up because they're not willing to stand up and keep being beaten by the horses. Pisoton, stomp on it. They stomp on it. Look. These cows say, no more please, no more please. Electric shocks. Over there he has a taser. They're tasing the cow just so that it can get up to please the spectators who want to see these criminals chasing the cows in a horse. So Sharpik, maybe you were thinking about other type of rodeo, but in Chile the rodeo is like this. And then during the sport it's like this. I should not call it sport. During the torture, they use the horses. You can see how it's bleeding from his mouth, it's bleeding from his internal organs. Blood is running from its mouth. and they use the horses to bump onto the cow for fun. And then they don't stand up again, and they come and start torturing it again. Here, people pay to go see this, and this is one thing that we also have to stop. These people in Chile who support this, most of them also are against the people. Most of the people who are here protesting for a better Chile, for a better world, they're all, or most of them, are against the rodeo in Chile. Goodbye, Ann Barnes. Take care. So Sharp Pig, yeah, in Chile, that's what we call rodeo. Rodeo in rodeo chileno, you can call it. Chilean rodeo. And it's disgusting. We hear loud bangs, but then we hear people cheering, so probably it's like fireworks or firecrackers. Zanity Susu, hello and thank you so much. Your comment is, thanks for bringing awareness to animal abuse. Thanks to you, Zanity Susu. Actually, I have protested against these, my friends and my family, my sister especially. My sister actually even went inside the rodeos with signs. And you know what happened to her and her friends? They got beaten up by the same people who do the rodeos. The people inside used their strings, their lasso. They lassoed my sister and their friends. Michael Byrne, thank you so much. Michael Byrne is saying, thank you so much, Lucas, for the time you and the moderators give up for us. Thank you so much, and yes, thank you to the moderators. They're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Nassim Merju, fuck Piñera and this government. Thank you, Nassim. So now we see another roadblock here
La iglesia es
on the
la de la
left, top
Asunción,
left.
que está ahí casi al llegar a Marcoleta. Una imagen lamentable que les estamos mostrando, destrucción de patrimonio,
Oh,
destrucción.
so now
ahí
this
estamos
reporter.
viendo, este caso
All right,
era
guys. I hate the reporters in most of the medias in Chile. The reporter is saying that this is such a horrible sight that they are taking the benches from here and putting them to set a roadblock.
que de fondo vemos.
So yeah, they never mention, they never say with such a shame. Like, sure, you can think that this is sad, say whatever you want, I don't mind, but because I never hear them talking like that against the police brutality, and that's what drives me sick. I don't mind people feeling sad for damage to the things. I don't mind. It's, of course, if someone breaks in my house and destroy my things, I'll be sad. But I don't like that people only complains about the destruction of things and completely ignores the police brutality. And yeah, we can see the fireworks actually up there. You can see the fireworks. There's a lot of fireworks actually. And people cheering very happily for the fireworks. Matamax, good night. Have a good one. Thank you for staying so long. And now they're firing smoke signals, blue, red, and white, which are the colors of the Chilean flag. Right, guys, I'm reading some comments. No, I don't think Chile is asking for socialism. We just want to get rid of some extreme policies like the privatization of water, better pension systems, the basically Piñera to quit. We want better minimum wages. We want more taxes to rich people. We want to stop the corruption. We want to stop politicians and rich people going away with crimes, stealing millions of dollars from taxpayers, but then they having to serve no prison time, but only having to attend lessons of ethics. We want that public schools and public hospitals are actually decent and not a joke, something that lets people, over 9,000 people, die in the first half of 2018. So no, we're not asking for socialism. We have very clear demands as well. We're asking for demands that are very reasonable, and the government should be perfectly able to basically make our demands become true. It's very, very simple. We just want to live with dignity. We want good public health, good public education, deprivatization of the water and things like that. No more corruption. If you ask for more taxes, is socialism, Lucas? Really? I thought socialism is something different. So no, I still think we're not asking for socialism. Having higher taxes on the rich people, I think, is something normal. In companies as well. Rich companies are paying zero in taxes nowadays. The collusion between companies. Basically, we just want everything to be fair. So the fire that you're seeing is there, was minutes ago, hours ago, like an hour or some ago, and now the image is here like that. On the top left you can see the before and after, no, the after and before actually. we hear in the background saying people are saying, whoever does not jump is the police, and then we see people jumping all over the place. So there's a very common thing in Chile. You say, who does not jump is such and such, and then people are going to start jumping because they don't want to be a cop. They're saying, who does not jump is a cop, who does not jump is a cop, and then everyone starts jumping around. So again, guys, these images are not now. The fire was ago. It says up there earlier, and there was the fire that the volunteer fireman has put out. Riddick Rosen is asking, why do they set fires then let the firemen come in to put it out? Actually, some witnesses were saying that the police fired a tear gas up there in the building, which caused the fire. That's what the witnesses were saying. Hector Diaz, how many people do you think are on the streets? Right now, I think there's at least 200 to 300,000 people. Eduardo Andres is saying that he likes one of the chants from Chileans that goes like this: Piñera, conche tu madre, asesino, aprende a gobernar. Is that the one you like, Eduardo Andres? Basically saying, Piñera, the son of a bitch, murderer, learn how to govern. So someone says, what happened to the church? That's not a church. That's a old someone's rich house from a long time ago that became a campus of a university, a campus for like the administration or something like that, and it was on fire, and the firemen came. They were assisted by the demonstrators. The firemen came to put the fire out quickly, and then the police came. While the firemen were actually still trying to put out the fire, the police continued to shoot in that area, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, in that live chat, they are telling CNN, can you stop showing the picture of the fire? This is a live stream. You keep showing that images of the fire over and over and over again. hear the crowd saying Chile despertó, which basically means Chile has woken up. Chile has woken up, basically open their eyes and see reality. Tineke Osinga, thank you so much for your comment. Zach said CNN never change. The end of Piñera is close. Real democracy now in Chile. Patton 2010 said. Apfel is explaining one thing. Chile has a very good economy. Again, Chile has a system which benefits the rich people and which is heavily privatized. So basically, Chile has a lot of resources. The country could be very prosperous and a lot of people could live very good lives. But the problem is that a very small percentage of the population who are extremely greedy, are using all their power to just keep all the people who are born rich and oppress the basically the majority of the country, which is poor. They keep oppressing them. There's ridiculously low minimum wages, while everything is so expensive. Everything is privatized. Even the water is privatized. Pension systems are a joke. Public education is a joke. Public health is a joke. I mean, over 9,000 people died in the first semester of 2018 while waiting in waiting list for medical treatment. The electricity bills are so expensive. We know so many people who live with the minimum wage use like 20% of their salary in transportation and like 40% more in like electricity and water. And they have to buy food, they have to buy medicine, they have to pay the rent. They cannot live like this. They cannot live like this for all the like Santiago is, and Chile in general, is a very expensive place, and the majority of the people have no access to enough income. But the country itself has a lot of resources and they are exploited only by a minority. Andrés Yáñez, el mejor país de Chile. That's a joke, by the way, guys. I forgot who said that. Like, Chile is the best country in Chile or something like that. Hear more fireworks. Rachan HD saying that 1 kilogram of avocados is $10, 10 US dollars. Kate Kwong, God bless Chile. Thank you very much, Kate Kwong. So great to see all the flashlights all over Plaza Italia, said Yannick, and yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful sight. Look, Plaza Italia, all the thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people flashing, showing their flashlights. Andrés Yáñez is saying that he would love to be there, but he has to work. Thank you, Andrés Yáñez. You're with us there in spirit. Max is saying, Fuerza Chile. Eduardo Andres is saying the water and the forests are privatized too. They gave it to a bunch of families. That is a joke too. So basically they just give all the resources that belong to the people of Chile. They privatize them and give them to rich families so that they can exploit all of it. But these are natural resources that belong to everyone in Chile. And again, like CNN is saying here, instants ago. They keep showing the fire over and over again. They put a description that say instants ago, but actually that didn't happen instants ago. It happened hours ago, and they just keep showing the fire, even though right now everything is peaceful. It seems that for some reason the media want to make it look so violent for some reason. Even though we saw the demonstrators actually helping the firemen to put out the fire. The demonstrators were helping the firemen. The police were shooting while the firemen were trying to put out the fire. And some witnesses were actually saying that the fire started because the police fired tear gas there. Gabor Avena is saying, hold on Chile, conchetumare, let's keep fighting. Thank you, Gabor Avena, let's keep fighting. Max Nix is explaining that at its core, the Chilean government consists of 5 large families, and I want to add that those 5 large families control everything. They own the whole country. Ian Ram is saying that real gap is politicians and people. That's so. Well, the problem is that the politicians are also very, very rich, and the politicians benefit the rich because it's their own friends, their own families who end up being the politicians. So it's a vicious cycle there. Mr. Tubit yourself is asking what are the demands in Chile. There's many demands, but some of the main demands, Mr. Tubit yourself, is better quality education, because public education in Chile is a joke. Better public health, because in Chile public health is a joke. Better pension systems, because in Chile pension systems are a joke. Less corruption. Stop forgiving rich people or politicians when the politicians or the rich people, for example, steal millions of dollars from taxpayers' money. They don't have to go to jail, even though they're found guilty of stealing millions of dollars. Their punishment is to attend ethic class. They're asked to attend ethic class even when they were found guilty of stealing millions of US dollars. We want less corruption. We want an increase in the minimum wages. We want transparency from the government. We want deprivatization of the waters, because in Chile waters are private. And I think I'm missing many demands I'm not mentioning, but those are the ones that come up from the top of my head. Long Dong Silver 69. What type of government do you want in Chile? We want a government that does not. We want a government that is not corrupt. We want a government that does not steal money from their people. A government that not only focuses on benefiting the rich and the elites, but actually cares about the people. You know, the congressmen in Chile, how much money do they earn? So they earn here. So this is like the salaries of lawmakers in different countries. In Sweden is 3 minimum wages, in Norway is 3 minimum wages, New Zealand is 3 minimum wages, in France is 5 minimum wages, Germany 5 minimum wages, Spain 5 minimum wages, in Chile is 33 minimum wages at least, and in some cases more. They earn 33 times the minimum wage, a lawmaker in Chile. Marya McKilling is saying, no, Chile did not embrace capitalism, but it was forced on the Chilean people. Yeah, you can. I think you can search more on. I think they call it neoliberalism, but yeah, basically they forced it all the way. Yannick, and exactly. Eduardo Andres is explaining that the university campus burned because the police were firing tear gas inside. So that actually matches what we heard from other witnesses as well who were there by that time. A man was also telling the reporters, the fire started because the police were firing tear gas at it. And we know, those of you who usually watch my live streams, we know that tear gas can get very, very hot and easily start fires. Right now it's 8:41 p.m. in Chile. Sorry, I was talking with my microphone muted. I was saying that they were showing this something from this afternoon. There was a huge flag. I saw it was huge. I think maybe like 50 meters or something like that. Jorge Ibarra Gudariak is saying that that's crazy, the universities to create a better society, not to burn it. And yes, the police was shooting tear gas at it and they got it burned. And then we saw demonstrators helping the firemen to put out the fire. And when demonstrators were helping the firemen to put out the fire, and the firefighters were still trying to do their work, police actually started to fire, to shoot at them. The Funk Tap was saying this is not as violent as before the phone camera. Yeah, I think having phones everywhere actually is a big deterrent for armed forces. So it's not a complete deterrent because we still see them brutally beating people up, killing people, but actually that every single person has a camera, basically a high resolution camera in their pocket, made things a lot better, I think, in this day and age. Here you can see how demonstrators throw the tear gas directly to the water. I also saw some people doing that in Hong Kong when they were protesting near the Sangmun River. Elf Boy, Hong Kong would be Tiananmen Square now if not for the smartphones. Yeah, the smartphones, but also the open internet and the press who is inside. Because like in China now you have smartphones too, but the information is still stuck inside China Great Firewall. The Funk Tapus, I'm so sorry, I don't know where Momo is right now. She just went away. I think she went to her bed, which is not easy to get to, and she gets very mad when I take her out of her bed. So I'm so sorry, but next time I will definitely show you Momo. we still can hear people in the background yelling different chants and saying, people united will never be defeated. Guys, sorry, my eyes are shutting down. I've been streaming for like how long? Almost 15 hours, I think. I am so sorry. I would love to keep going, but yeah, as Apfel told me, I think I should take some rest right now. But let me send you the links. And remember, guys, you can actually go if you want to continue to have English discussion of the demonstrations in Chile. You can actually go to our Discord server here, Discord server, and we have a Chile protest chat where you can continue to talk about the demonstrations that are going on right now. So you can watch the streams, you can post a stream there, you can watch it together and keep the discussion, keep the live chat. So let me send you an invite to our Discord server. There's great people there, so make sure you join it. Here's the Discord server. That's the link. I'm gonna post it a few more times. What I was saying, guys, my mind is shutting off. But anyways, yeah, what I was saying is that you guys please continue to watch the live stream. Feel free to discuss with more people in our Discord server, which is here. Again, I send the link one more time. And thank you so much for everyone. I haven't slept anything, and right now it's 8 a.m. here in Hong Kong. So thank you guys. Please stay tuned. I'm probably going to cover more protests from Chile. I think so. Am I going to make more videos? Yes, I'm going to keep covering the Hong Kong demonstrations and the Chile demonstrations, and I'm going to be doing weekly summaries of everything that is going on in Chile and also in Hong Kong. So again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you to I see a lot of people from Chile in the live chat as well. Gracias. A seguir con ánimo nomás. Thank you very much, guys. Keep fighting, and good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Baytown is saying you need to sleep, man. This great reporting will eventually consume you. Please pace yourself. I have been a journalist for 25 years and it takes a toll. Thank you so much, Baytown, and wow, you're a very dedicated journalist. Thank you for your advice. Thank you, everyone. Michael Byrne is saying top 10% of earners in Chile earn almost 60% of the yearly national income. Tien Osinga, stay safe, Lucas, and love to you and Momo. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you again, guys. Please continue the discussion in the live stream in Discord so that I can, when I wake up, I can see what you guys have talked about. And take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for standing with Chile. Thank you for standing with Hong Kong. Thank you for standing with freedom and democracy. Stay safe, guys. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye. Adios. And gracias a todos. Gracias, amigos y amigas de Chile. Ánimo, fuerza. Todo mi amor para ustedes. Good night.
The Form 3 is the next step towards universalizing industrial-grade 3D printing for the desktop. Consistently produce high-quality results with the complete end-to-end Formlabs ecosystem.
Request a sample part and feel the quality firsthand.
If you manage a team, you have to try Monday.com. Monday.com is a platform to track everything your team is working on. We use it for all our projects: marketing, product development, HR, creative productions. I love Monday.com because it's totally customizable, and that's something I couldn't find in any other management tool. I can choose what information I want to track: project owners, statuses, deadlines, which means more time for actual work. I tried managing everything we were doing with spreadsheets. It was a nightmare. Now we have a tool that's easy to use. It's given us the confidence to take on more complex projects. There's so much you can do. Filter through data, get breakdowns of information, and see highlights from across departments. It gives a sense of everything falling into place. Seriously, if you manage a team, you need to use Monday.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Probably not all.
Welcome to the WAN show. Yep.
Yeah.
There's probably no infants watching and probably not too many people who get the seniors discount at Country Kitchen Buffet. Oh, with that said, I was actually surprised. So not so much at events like LTX, but it often shocks me when I'm walking around in the mall, how many people who are old enough to be my dad walk up and are just like, hey, love your videos, dude. Keep it up. Been watching you since the NCIX days. Sup?
Poof.
They're always like less awkward than the younger people.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No offense.
Yeah, no offense.
But that is the thing, yeah.
No offense, younger people, but they just have a clue, you know?
They usually want to throw in, like, their words. Like, I've been watching since X. I like X. Maybe Y is my favorite video or something. And then see you later.
It's pretty great. Yeah. Speaking of great, we've got a lot of great topics for you guys today. China is putting restrictions on video games for minors.
And
so if you make your living pulling coal out of the ground, China feels like you don't need that particular form of escapism, unless I've read the headline incorrectly. I'm kidding. Minor people. Well, okay, minors are people. Young people. Okay, what else we got?
We've also got Intel publishing misleading HPC benchmarks. Fantastic.
That's
and
awkward.
Dead people starring in new movies. The future's awesome.
Is quite a thing. Microsoft also reports that, you know what? James, I'm on to you. He's making me say this out loud. Microsoft reports 40% increased productivity after decreasing working days.
Yeah, people went, oh man, we should really try to keep this. Let's work hard, everyone.
We should get this in the WAN show. We should get this in the WAN doc, so Linus will have to read it. All right, let's hit that intro. Turn down the volume. People keep complaining about it. There, how's that? Is that better, you guys? You like that better?
Ooh, that's actually very possible too.
Wait a second. Are we even live?
Did it announce that it's live, but not actually, or did it announce that it's going live?
This is so stupid. It's like grayed out on YouTube.
I'm gonna tune in externally.
No, I sincerely doubt that it is working. I have no idea how to fix it. All we can do. This is so stupid. How about now? Okay.
This says we're live.
Yeah, so we're
and it says we've been live for 3.5 minutes.
We're good then. All right, guys. Why don't we jump right into our first topic here?
You should let them know if they need help making like a live dashboard. We can just,
Yeah, I know, right? Like
swoop in there.
Our live dashboard is so easy to use. You just put the thing in and then you're just live.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
great.
We're using the new YouTube dashboard for the first time. Actually, or at least we're trying to. It just shows like a spinny thing. And it doesn't have a preview. It's like, hey, you should connect your streaming software in order to have a preview here. Why do I need that? Why don't you just show me what you're broadcasting? The old one did it.
Twitch chat is claiming that YouTube is for boomers.
I don't understand. Call me boomer